And what's up, one other person, or how many others are watching that are not logged in? But hello, and welcome to Gemma's Sweet Plays. Of course, you probably know I'm Ghostdragonzw. I hope everybody's having a wonderful night and had a good weekend so far. Hope everybody that was in Oracles last night had a good time. I had a slow beginning there, but I'm good. So what's up, folks? I'll start the video about 12:30, give or take, probably a little sooner. Just let some people come in, say hi, or sit in the background, whatever you choose to do, that is fine. Hey, Ryan, how you doing, sure? Man, you guys had a great stream last night, and I missed the beginning of it because we were streaming, but I enjoyed it. I'd like to have seen more viewers on there. That kind of sucked. But, man, you got to get the word out for you. So when you come in here, make sure you post links, my good man. I enjoyed that. I did enjoy that conversation. I was eating. A lot of times I wait until after Oracles to eat. Beer for free. After you swinging down some coffee while munching some s'mores. Thanks so much for being at the show. Hey, I loved it. It was a good show. Like I said, I was a little bummed out you guys didn't have more viewers. But, wow, it was a great conversation. I think a lot of people missed out on a good conversation. So when you come in our streams or during the premieres, you know, like when she has her things on Monday at 11, make sure you post those links. And I'll help push them too. I totally enjoyed that. It was really good. And once you get your channel going, post those links. Also, think about going to Rumble. You can talk a lot more freely over there. We're working our way there. We're not leaving here. We're just working our way there. I've been posting more of her videos over there. I may post some stuff over there because I don't like to be tongue-tied. I'm a little tongue-tied here. So, you know, of course, you know that. So, but yeah, I totally enjoyed it last night. I was there from the time we got done. After we got done, I went to the bathroom. I was still changing my clothes when I turned you guys on, taking my tie off and stuff, getting lazy for the night. And then grabbed me a bite to eat, and I was in here watching you guys the whole time. Had it on in the background while I was fixing my food. But great conversation. Awesome. One guy didn't say much. Actually, two of those guys didn't say much. But yeah. Yeah, go check it out, folks. When you come in, if you see this, I'll make sure we repost it later because there's only 3 of us in here right now. So, and whoever's watching without, you know, being logged in, I don't know if it shows up or not. So, yes, Rumble, I need to grow over there. That's what doesn't work for me. Yeah, Discover. It's really easy. Just, you know, set up your account. Just so you know, let me do this. Since it's just us right now, I'll post it again later. We have to watch talking too much about the Rumble word here because YouTube doesn't like it. But, yep, it's the way it is. So I call it the R word, but here's Gemma's R word. Right here. Go over and subscribe. A lot of our older stuff. I'm mixing them up now, so, and they're not in order, so it's kind of funny. Oops, I didn't click it over. Duh. But yeah, as people come in, I just let it wrap up. Hopefully some people come in as we hang out. Poor Miss Cindy Lee thought I had blocked her on Facebook, and I feel so bad because I didn't. I don't know what happened. But me and Facebook have not a very good history. So many, many moons ago, before all the craziness really started going down, I tried to warn people about what they were going to do. And they didn't like that at all. Well, hello, Mr. Roger Blair. How are you doing, sir? Good to see you. Brushing up my, keep a tab on things. There we go. I hope you're good, sir. Yeah, that was a really good show last night. I did enjoy that. Told me some things. I wish I'd caught the beginning of it, but you know me and Gemma, she gets to gabbing, and that's what I love about her. Making it, yeah. And I know the story. Just keep the faith, man. Just keep the faith. I'm watching these screens. It's amazing how one video lags. YouTube's video lags really bad. But StreamYard's is on the nose. And then YouTube's chat is quick. I'll get YouTube chat before I get the StreamYard chat. I'm going to call him the Roger Blair Witch Project. That's up there you leave. That's fun. Hilarious. But yeah, hopefully people start coming in. I didn't do very good last time on this Gemma's replay. It was funny because I started off just as I started now. And I hope Edna's okay, first of all. Edna, if you're listening, I hope you're well. Blue said you were feeling under the weather last night, so hope you're starting to feel a little better. I did get your email, just so you know. Anyways, I started off slow last week, and it ended up being me, Raymond, Cindy Lee, but she had to go into the phone, and she's a poor girl. I hope you listen, Cindy Lee, because I didn't block you. I hope you see my message on Facebook. Got you fixed, though. I'm hoping I should get your stuff now. I don't know what happened. But like I said, me and Facebook hate each other. And Edna, and then Raymond left, and then Cindy had to leave, and it was me and Edna for most of the night, just us two, and just a couple people watching in the background. And then it was like after I finished, we did the video and finished the stream, about 2 o'clock, man, I had all of a sudden had all kinds of views. I don't know what's going on. It's weird. But I'm down to one person. I'm watching myself again. Everybody leave. What the heck is going on? People get booted off my show. Now we're up to 2 again. Wow, interesting. Well, I'll just hang tight. See what goes with the flow. I'm funny feeling something else is up, and it kind of upsets me to find out it's true. But enough of that. Moaning and groaning. Oh, you're still there. I don't know what's going on. There's Andrew, but my watching it only says 1. Why am I not getting a proper reading? That's so weird. Hello, Andrew. You safe out there? Yeah, I've noticed it's been weird all day. Well, it was really weird last week because I swear it was just me and Edna last Friday. Not yesterday, but the following Friday when I streamed here, Gemma's replay. I thought it was just me and Edna most of the night. And I get done, I had like 27 views. I'm like, where did all those people come from? Because I only had like 3 of us the whole night. It was weird. But I'm glad you folks are here. If you are out there listening and watching, let me know in chat. Yeah, mine says 4 too. So I don't know. Who knows what's going on? I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. Like I said, it'll pick up. If it doesn't, that's fine. I found out that somebody got their job back, so that might affect things too. So I won't go into that. So that's all right. But excuse that. But I'm just going to hang out here and see who all shows up. And like I said, I'm still going to play the video at 12:30. I've been running her face stuff. I'm going to have to watch doing too many of Gemma's replay if I'm going to send it off I'm not taking her whole catalog over there to the R word, but I am taking her better videos and putting them over there where she's gotten good views. There, Cindy Lee. Did you get my message in Facebook, young lady? I did not mean to block you. I don't know how it happened. Me and Facebook go around for years, and a lot of it has to stem back before all the craziness. And I tried to warn people. I mean, I literally put up a really hell of a post on Facebook about what was coming, and it wasn't even a minute before it was taken down. I was threatened. Then I couldn't hardly post anything, and then I get a ban for something stupid, and I just left. And ever since I've been back, I've been having problems. So, key lime cheesecake. But Cindy, I got you as a favorite now, so you should go through now. I don't know why it did that. I don't know what I hit. If I hit something, I went nuts. I'm going, oh, that poor woman must think I hate her. I'm like, no. Yeah, next time that happens, don't think the worst. Just find a way to reach out to me and let me know, and I'll chat. Because me and Facebook, we don't like each other. It's kind of a problem I have with YouTube. So I have to be careful with Gemma, because one of the reasons I haven't started a channel here is because YouTube knows me through comments. So I'm not mean to content creators. It's just the things I say. Information I give in comments. So, but it's good to see everybody. I'm glad people are coming in. Like I said, I'm a little worried about Edna. I hope she reaches out. I wanted to make sure and let her know I got her. It's all good. Good. I want to make sure she knows that I got her email. But yeah, I watched Ryan the other night. Man, that was a great show. I really enjoyed that. And once he gets his channel going, I'm going to try to have him on. I still want to have, I'm planning on having Vixen on Tuesday with us. I tried to tell Gemma last night, as you saw, a lot of you saw, but she gets so we'll get that taken care of. If Vixen still wants to come on, I'd still love to have her on. I'm going to email her tomorrow and make sure Gemma does know that. Her thing is she's had a hard time with guests. She's tried to have guests on. She's only had, a couple guests on because either they back out or so. Yeah, Gemma gets in the zone. She gets in the zone, man, when she's doing Oracle. I tried to watch Talking Too Much doing Oracle because I know I interrupt her, and you've seen her say, hey, So, and I get it. You have a few more shows coming up this week, too. Once you get a link for them. Now remember, Ryan, I'm here. She's on Tuesday, where you got Monday. She has a premiere, and I'll post that up here in a little bit before the video. She's got a premiere at 11. Then her members only is on at 12. I think it's actually, you could watch it now, but I'm hoping it premieres at noon. But that's open to everybody. So right now, if you can watch it all the way up to 24 hours after the premiere, you should be able to watch it. Yeah, I hope she's doing okay too. Blue said he talked to her Friday and said she was feeling a little under the weather. That's all I know. But then you can go on there and post because there's live chat. So even though you may not be a member, at least in those two videos, you can go in and post and enjoy it because I'll enjoy them too. Good crowd those days. Great videos. Uploads. I call them uploads. I have a hard time calling them videos sometimes. And then Tuesday we'll be here at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And then Wednesday I'm here from 10 to midnight. I still keep in touch with Sweet Morbider. That's an interesting person, Andrew. I won't go into details. Let's say things got weird. Not with me, but other people. But yeah, I know I see her pouncing around. I know Mr. SS is back too with missing persons, which is good. I'm just making sure I didn't miss anybody. Yeah, Ryan, just let me know, because if I'm not streaming, I'll be there for those shows. I really enjoyed that conversation. I'm going to have to kind of spruce up my brain cells with some of my research in order for me to keep up with you when I decide to talk to you. I definitely do that. I'm on a mission to really get my name out on Skinwalker research. It's about time, I think. Yeah. When you think you got something going for yourself, go for it. You know, and the sad thing is, what upsets me about, oh yeah, he did mention marathon earlier. Oh, he did? Mr. SS did marathon earlier? Yeah. Trying to win his fans back. Well, he really never lost them. He just had, I don't think, when he not streaming, not very much lately. He was just showing up on Dave's show on SOR and stuff. I don't know. I don't keep up with him too much. Some stuff went down. I just stay in the background now. Not that I don't like the guy. He's got a great voice. Better than mine, that's for sure. He's a great storyteller. But yeah, my problem with skinwalkers now is every time somebody sees something different, oh, it's a skinwalker. There's Ralph. Hey, man, thank you for earlier. You kind of cheered me up, man. Thank you, Ralph. There he is, the guy who came to see. You're up, too. I'm still awake. See what's popping. Hey, I'm glad you're awake, man. I hope you're doing good. And like I said earlier, you made my day. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. But yeah, man, it's like you watch these top 10 videos or even just people doing their own videos. There's a lady I watch. Now, she's real careful, but there's a couple. Everything's either a skinwalker or a girl ghost. It's like, come on, man. Not everything are these things, man. Just because it looks funky, man, it doesn't make it a skinwalker or a Wendigo. You'll know a Wendigo when you see it. Believe me. From what I've heard, you'll know. As for skinwalkers, I know I've seen at least two. And I've seen a werewolf too. So, and I'm pretty sure that's what that was. It wasn't a dog man. It was a werewolf. Like, people don't realize what that is within an area of the Forest Sacred Mountains. It is Navajo, and it's not a skinwalker. I don't try to pronounce words because of my issues, but I know. And that was a great conversation. Yeah, that will be. Yeah, I'm going to have to spruce up my knowledge with you because all my research has been. Well, I lost some of it, some of the basic stuff when they fried my computer, but that was not doing research on paranormal. That was doing serious research for our channel. And I got kind of deep and stumbled on a few things that I probably shouldn't have stumbled. You won't see a Wendigo. The Wendigo will see you. That's right. Oh, I believe that. I'm just saying, if you ever see a Wendigo. Ralph's in a good and loving mood. That's awesome. He always is. Yeah, but I'm going to have to spruce up for you when we do talk. But I'm glad everybody's doing good. What do we got in the counter? 5? Yeah, I'm hoping Edna's good too. I'm a little worried about her. I was fortunate enough her dying spoke to me. Yeah, it's always nice when you get to speak with the source and when you know Navajo people or any of the elders. It's a good thing. And they're wise and they have so much to say. listening to it and watching Ralph. He loves on people, and I love it. But yeah, I enjoyed that last night. But like I said, I'm sitting there listening to you guys and trying to feed myself. That one kid, he's a talker, though. I've never seen him before. Now, some of those people, all three of the other three guys, I've never seen before. That was a new channel for me. You were just doing a guest appearance. I take it. You weren't, or you're not linked up with these guys. The one kid was cool. He was getting his knowledge on. That's good. He's a little young yet. Oh, he's got a lot to learn. There's much more than meets the eye. And I think he knows that. That's good. You definitely got it going on. That's what I say. Everybody in this room's got it going. Andrew. Man, that reminds me, Andrew. I'm gonna do a truck stop run pretty soon. I need some stories. I always like to go around and hit the truck stops. You get these guys talking, man, they got some great stories. They were great guys. Yeah, they were really good. The one, not Steve. It's trying to remember names. The one in the blue shirt. I don't know if he was just monitoring chat through his phone. That kind of bothers me, but he was invested in the car. You could tell he was listening. And Deadpool person, they were chatting it up in the chat. That's awesome. But I enjoyed it. He was on a roll. You were on a roll. That's what I like to see. My son would finally want to use the potty and get potty trained. Then I'll be phenomenal. Yeah. Spider. Is that his name? Okay. Yeah, I like that, the way they did it. And he let you talk, and that's nice. I've seen Timmy and Gemma gets it, but she's a rambler. She likes to be involved. I think that's good. Spider, I like that name. Was he the one in the corner? I can't remember. I just remember one was Deadpool something, and then the guy, and then the young kid. I don't even remember his name. But I subscribe, so I'll get to know him. I enjoyed that. It was good. It's just like it bums me out, though. There's channels like that. You guys were having a hell of a conversation. And I think I put it on Facebook. I'll have to go back and look. I don't know if I did or not. I was so busy after I got done with stream. I wanted to go check you out and grab some food. Make sure I got her video going too. Yep, Reno right there. But yeah. So Cindy, are you having a good day? Andrew, you out there having a good day? Anybody else out there watching? Are you guys having a good day? Yes, he was Deadpool. Was on the bottom right. Spider was on the top right. Okay. That Deadpool was, man, he was chatting it up in stream. I mean, in the chat. So that's good. It was good. That's Gemma's good at that, but she's good at multitasking. I'm not so good. I'm trying to keep listening, keep who's coming and going, who's going to answer, who's not. Some people you know, and some people you don't know. I mean, some people you know just come in and say hi and they leave, and so it doesn't look hard, but it gets kind of crazy sometimes. I almost forgot 3 people. I almost jumped over 3 people. I felt bad. They got there watching everything. Yeah, they say when you stream, you should always try to do it with 2 people unless you're playing a game or something. I'm like, I enjoyed this by myself. No, no, I would love to have her here with me because we kind of play off each other. I let her do her thing. She lets me do mine. I know. There's nothing more fun than a kid that's not ready to be potty trained yet or just doesn't want to do it yet. I've been in both situations. I had one kid that was really hard. One kid that was really easy. Pretty much did it on her own. And then the other one just didn't want to. Let me cue that up so I make sure I got the video ready. Why did it do that? I love these older videos because they're kind of, when it comes to the beginning, her ends, or actually I almost shut them down because of the, she just talks about things that are done in the past. If I could like pre-edit these, but I don't want to mess with them. The fun part is her rambling. Love it. Okay. Now what did I miss here? I've been keeping busy, Dragon, keeping my mind off of life right now. That's what I've been doing. I got a lot going on up here, a lot going on, and some family matters and stuff. And I just been trying to go, keep my brain from falling out of my ears. Gemma's a spitfire. I'm excited to talk to you guys. We'll have an epic. Oh yeah, she is a spitfire. That's for sure. She's definitely from Jersey. Yeah, it'll be an epic. It'll be a good conversation because she really wants to learn about that, those stuff too. Let's see, we're big on shadow people, black-eyed kids. I see what follows people. I know you know that. Yeah, and I see those. I've had some experiences. And then on top of that, I've had my own pretty intense experiences. That's more other than some cryptids. The sad thing is, I think I've only seen if it was a Bigfoot, maybe twice here in Ohio. We call them grassmen, and both the times it was in areas where they called them grassmen. And I'm still to this day, I'm not going to say that for sure that's what I saw. But I've seen some other pretty creepy stuff. Small fortune in diapers. Yeah, diapers. I feel bad for people now. Where are we at? We're at 5. Like I said, I'm still playing the video. Edna, if you listen to this, I did leave you a timestamp for oracles last night. I'm sure if you talked to Blue, he told you. Yeah, diapers, man. Cindy's got kids all over the place. Grandkids, happy kids, kids that eat hot dogs. She's got all kinds of kids running around. Grandkids. Hi, Mr. Mike. How you doing, sir? Mr. Facebook chatter upper. There she is. Oh, hell, Edna. We've been worried about you, little lady. I'm awake. Well, you didn't have to wake up for me. I just wanted to make sure you were okay. I got your email. I haven't had a chance to really look at the bruises, but I'll tell you. Once I get a little time to sit down and really look at them. And I'm still here. No, I didn't think you gone anywhere, woman. I know we all have bad days. Blue said the other night you were feeling a little rough Friday, so in an email, I guess. That's what he said, so. But I'm glad you're good. How you feeling? Okay, been okay. Well, you better be okay, Dad. Been harassing me on Facebook all day, so you better be good. Well, we've been harassing Gemma, so I want to ever go back and read all that. A lot of pain. Yeah. I did something today, messing around, working and stuff, and I think I jerked something in my neck. So, but I'm sure it's nothing like you're feeling. But like I said, I don't compare pain. It's not worth it. Everybody feels it different. People like you and me, it's like an everyday thing. So you just go with the flow. And that sucks. But yes, we hope you are feeling a little better. It's good to see you. Got your necklace on. It's the OG is here. Yes, she is. That made my night, Edna. I'm glad you're okay. At least you came in and said hi. If you don't make it through the night, don't push yourself. If you need to rest, get your rest. That goes for everybody here. I've seen Dogman, Donde, and possibly a Bigfoot. Let's see what I've seen. I'll give you a small list because some of it I can't even explain. I don't even have a name for it. I'm not sure about the 2 Bigfoot sightings I had. Like I said, that's pretty damn sure, pardon the language, I saw a werewolf, and it was a female. I seen either pale crawlers or rakes. Now, we've had this discussion before, but I think a couple of them that I did see, that I go back and think about it, were rakes. These things, I call them that because even in the when I first saw the creepypasta, I'm like, what's this a creepypasta for? This should be something everybody talks about. I've seen these things. And they come on calm. And the air crawlers were definitely something different. Now, those I remember seeing, and it was always either around water and caves or wells. In fact, one crawled out of a well. I see the things that follow people, which I have done since I was a kid. I've seen a hat man. I see black-eyed kids in the hospital. A black-eyed kid in the hospital. In every hospital I've been in. I've been in a lot of hospitals. And he always looks the same. It's always the same kid. Sometimes he has 2 kids with him, a little girl or a little boy. I've seen a white-eyed kid. I probably will never see her again because she made sure she told me I would never see her again. Like I said, the things that follow people, that's a lot of it. Sometimes I see ghosts. Seen a demon. Like I said, I've seen the Hat Man. And just some stuff that I can't explain. I don't know what you would call them. Spooks, goblins. I wouldn't even know how to phrase it. Pain woke me up, and you were all here, and here you are to make me feel better. Yes, we'll make you feel better, Edna. But I've seen a gamut of stuff. I don't know why. I was told a long time I was a watcher and an observer. I know I'm not a watcher because a watcher is a whole different ballgame. I'm convinced bear crawlers live near water sources and caves. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that's where I saw those, because the first time I saw one was by a creek, and it was literally just waiting and just kind of scurrying down the other way. I saw the backside of it in the water going through the creek. It looked like he was looking stuff, like he was running. He was moving rocks around and stuff. It was weird and creepy. At first, I thought it was some guy living in the woods and just kind of went feral, but no, this was different. Sorry, I have a cough drop in my mouth. Sorry, you had to walk someone to a car. Well, Mike, what a gentleman. My pain rises. Yeah, it does. Pain will rise your blood pressure. I'm a pain in you know what. Yeah, you're not a pain in the you know what, Mike. You just make it sound like that because you're like me. You're your own pain in the butt. I'm my own pain in the butt sometimes. I'm even opened the car door. Oh, what a gentleman. I'm proud of you. Because if I didn't, my dad would have come out of nowhere and smacked me in the back of the head. I can guarantee it. Every time I open the door for a lady, they'll go, oh, thank you so much. I go, yeah, and if I don't do this, this man will come out of nowhere and smack me in the back of the head. You know better. Open that door. I'm a cat. Yes, you are, Mike. Come here, buddy. I'm trying not to look in the camera because if I know with Ed, the way she's feeling, if she looks into my eyes, she might get inside my head. It will give her something other than pain to think about. I don't want her throwing her out of here. She knows too much already. And you are, Mike. You don't give yourself enough credit. Everybody has a hard time, man. We're all made to suffer in one form or another. She apparently forgot that 20 years younger, sexy gentleman. I'll stop. Gosh, you're killing me. I will say that about this chat. We talk about everything, even when we're getting ready to play a Gemma video. This one's kind of a Fae video. I'm just working my way up and trying to pick out anything that does with Fae. Like I said earlier, for those who didn't hear me, I'm trying to watch how much I do on Gemma's replays because I am putting a bunch of them over there on that R word. And, people come here and see them, then go over there and see them. I don't want to do that. I want to make them so they want to go over there and watch them too. And we watch them here. Sorry about the crunching. Now, like I said, I don't know if we're doing oracles next weekend because her mom won't be home and she'll be finished packing the house, mom's. And I'm pretty sure she'll have Little Man, so she won't have anybody to watch Little Man. I'll go have a smoke, Mike. I'll probably have one here in a minute myself. I was trying to say, you're going to have a roll. Yeah, I used to roll my own cigarettes. Problem was, I got too bad and it just got to be a hassle. Now I'm just trying to quit. I've been doing pretty good today, so I'll probably have one here in a little bit. Now I forgot who I was talking about. So I don't know if we're having oracles next week, but you got a Gemma premiere at 11. For members only, I believe it's up already, and I think anybody can watch it right now, or I'm not sure, but it will premiere at noon, and it's open for everybody for at least 24 hours. Then Tuesday talk. Hopefully, if everything goes as planned, I'll have Vixen on with us. Wednesday will be me from 10 to midnight, or for how long. Thursday, I'm not sure, but I think it's Pixie's night. I think she's every other week. And then we're not sure about the weekend, but I will probably do Gemma's replay either Friday or Saturday, depending on what goes on. But I don't think she'll be doing oracles. She'll just have too much to do trying to get things packed up for mom. Yeah, a lot of people do. Cindy, I used to do it pretty good. It just got to be a hassle, and I'm always on the go. And I'd find myself, even though I'm up all night, I didn't want to be up. I found myself a couple times up all night just rolling tons of cigarettes. And then I'd be smoking them all, and it was like, I got to stop doing this. Because I've gone back. That's one of the reasons I went back to some packs, pre-rolls. Whereas if I run out, I take my time going and get another pack. Usually I like buy two at a time, but not anymore. I've just been buying one at a time. and then taking my time to go get a new one. I'm slowly getting there. I mean, I got now, I've had for a couple days. Though I was hitting it pretty hard last night. I used to be, not anymore. My mom used to smoke 2 cartons a week. Oh my gosh. I was so proud when she quit. She went cold turkey. She chewed gummy bears. That's how she quit. She went to gummy bears. And it worked for her. I'm shocked. I know. Well, I kept telling myself about 3 years ago, cigarettes ever get to $9 here in Ohio, I was going to quit, or they're $9. So I'm definitely trying to quit. Yeah, it's insane. She smoked Benjamin Hedges, and then she went to Virginia Slims and back to Benson and Hedges. I just quit cold turkey. That's kind of what she did. Like I said, she just used gummy bears as a replacement. It worked for her. Last time I quit, I went when I did quit. It was right after my divorce. It was right before I got divorced. Lasted 2 years. Then I got divorced. After we signed the paper, I went out and got drunk that night. That's when I started smoking again. I'm close to 3 packs or more a day. Oh, that's rough. Cindy, please, baby doll, you give them up or cut them back. How much is a carton now? I don't know. Last time I actually bought a carton, they were still like $32. I'm sure they're like $70, $80 now, if not more. I mean, cheap cigarettes now are $9 here in Ohio. We was one of the cheapest next to Kentucky. We were one of the cheapest places to get smokes. Unless you're into service. I've never quit smoking. I honestly don't want it. See now, Cindy, you're gonna have everybody loving on you. $9. You're lucky. They're $12 there. Holy crap. Now see, I wouldn't be smoking anymore. But yeah, I know that. Well, I knew they were. Now, actually, I was surprised when I went to Jersey. They were pretty much the same price on everything as we were. But I know out west, once you get into Kansas, they go up. I just didn't realize they were that high. Wow. Thanks. Remind me to make sure if I go west, I bring my own smokes. $100. Wow. Yeah, I can say if you're going to buy a carton, they probably are $100 now, at least. Yeah, that's insane. $12. I remember when I was buying smokes for $1.25. Heck, $1. I think when the first illegal pack I bought was like $1.05. Then you started watching the mostly 12. Now, see, yeah, Newports are expensive, but see, they're banning the menthol things and the flavored cigarette stuff, anything flavored and menthol. They put a ban here where they fought against it, but now I guess they have to wait 35 days or 30 days or 90 days before they can actually start selling them again. But they actually tried to shut it down here. And I'm like, you're worried about menthol cigarettes and flavored cigarettes, and there's people out there doing each other in, stealing from each other, treating each other crap, and you're worried about menthols. Come on. Used to buy a carton for $23.50. Yeah. I think my mom, when she bought a carton before she passed, I think she was paying like $32.50. I know I bought a carton of Newports once, of regulars. I like the lights. I can't do menthol. I think I paid $44, something like that. Yeah, you can see now at the smoke shop. Yeah, you can get big bag of tobacco for like $9-10, and papers and a machine. You can even buy filters for them and get twice as much. I'm going post. They get rid of menthols. I'm going post. Are they trying here? They are trying. Yeah, a lot of people roll their own now because of those prices. And it's like my dad went back to smoking cigars and pipes in his pipe. And it's still cheaper. I mean, there's now cigars are expensive. But he puffs on the same cigar off and on all day sometimes or for a while. But his pipe tobacco, I mean, he gets a big one. It lasts him a month and a half. It's just a hassle to roll. I use the filter now, and the filters are menthol flavor. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, my dad loves he's got a couple flavors he likes, but I really love the cherry. What is it? It's cherry something. Oh, it smells so good. Now, he had some really nice pipes that he gave up when he was a young man. Mom quit. It cracks me up. Mom made him quit smoking. My brothers made it sound like he was a drinker, but he really wasn't. Made him quit all that. And then she turned around and Grandma told her, if you want to lose weight, drink coffee and smoke cigarettes. It's like, holy crap, what a thing to tell somebody. You want to lose weight, smoke cigarettes and drink coffee. Now, I've seen all kind of rolling machines. I prefer the old-fashioned rolling machine. Those little, I always had a problem with it because it's shaking and everything. It was just a nightmare. Always messed the paper up, tube up. Good night, Ralph. You have a wonderful night, young man. Take care of that, fam. Be blessed. Well, you are blessed in so many ways, young man. So take care of yourself. You got one of the. That's how I do it. You smoking cools? Actually, the first cigarette I ever smoked was a Lucky Strike. I smoked them first because they were the cheapest. Then I went to Marlboros, then Marlboro Lights. And then they started getting kind of pricey then. They were like the top tier cigarettes, like with some of the menthols. I mean, cools were always kind of hefty price. They were always like $1 more. Tell me, guy here. Yeah, I should start this video. How long is this video? It's 19 minutes. Oh, it's a good short video. Let me get me rocking here. We're going to go ahead and start this because I want to watch this one. I must have missed this one a long time. I happen to remember this one. Okay. Share the screen. I don't want to share the screen. And share. Go down here. Put me at the bottom where I belong in my cave. And we got a white screen here going. Nope, let's do white screen. Yep, there we go. And here we go, folks. And let me know if you hear everything okay. And we shall start.
What's up, guys? So before we get started, I wanted to just ask you to stay tuned to the end. I have a little bit longer of an outro tonight with some things in the description box I think you're really going to want to check out. Some people in the STEM.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Don't do this now. You've been running all good today. Let me try something. Refresh.
What's up, guys? So before we get started, I wanted to just ask you to stay tuned to the end. I have a little bit longer of an outro tonight with some things in the description box I think you're really going to want to check out. Some people
you guys hear that okay?
in the tribe are doing their own thing on YouTube and with podcasts. And I really want you guys to check it out, support them, promote them, help them grow. So bear with me on the long outro and please be sure to check out the description box. Here we are with Almost Vanished. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, just welcome. My name is Gemma Jade, but today we have another video in our Almost Vanished series. I know you guys love this series as much as I do, so let's just jump right in. I've done a couple of videos on this channel previously about people, both kids and adults, who seemingly vanished without a trace, only to turn up again at some random time and in some random place with truly bizarre tales to tell. This time, I decided to cover these almost vanishings in general instead of labeling the video children or adults. I'm always so fascinated by these tales and recently covered one very popular one in general, which has been given the name Robot Granny or Robot Grandma. If you haven't seen that one yet, maybe go on and check it out after this one. I will try to put a link right up here, somewhere up top there. So, anyways, what actually happens to these people? Are they just the imaginings of a child's mind or a traumatized adult who perhaps hit their head or drank some foul water or ate some poisonous berries? I'm sure for the families of the people who thought they were gone forever, but were lucky enough to have them back again, it doesn't really matter. But for me, for us in this community, I had to investigate further. There are some common themes and trends to these stories, especially with the children, but nothing solid or concrete where we can definitively say that one thing or another happens every single time, or even most of the time. Despite not really knowing or even ever really being able to figure things out, like to figure out what really happened to these people, and if the tales they tell of the bizarre things they had gone through, witnessed, and encountered throughout their alleged ordeals, I find their stories truly fascinating and wanted to share just a few here today with you. So here it is, The Almost Vanished. Let's start way back in the year 1868 in central Michigan, the United States. A 3-year-old's little girl was at a lumber camp with her father where he worked. According to him, she was literally there 1 minute and gone the next, quote, as if she had blinked right out of existence, end quote. Sound familiar? Because that's what the parents always say. Her terrified father enlisted the help of 2 hunters he knew from the area to help him search the nearby woods for his lost daughter. They roamed the dense forested and wood areas nearby the lumber camp, calling for the girl and repeatedly screaming her name, but it was soon well into the night and they hadn't gotten a single response, and they found no evidence at all of not only where she had gone, but if she had ever even really been there at all. Finally, it was too dark to search for the little girl anymore, and the search had to be called off until dawn the following morning. The next day, more hunters joined the father in his now completely panicked and frantic search for his little girl. As they trudged through this harsh and dense forest, they claimed to have heard the little girl shouting from somewhere nearby. She was responding to hearing her name being shouted. They say that they followed the sound of the little girl's shouts and were facing some really rough and treacherous terrain as they followed the sound of her voice. They reported later that even though they could hear the little girl and figured she would be close enough if she was hearing them shouting for her and they were hearing her, it seemed her yells back to them were much further away. It was almost as though she were yelling through some kind of blanket or perhaps a veil of some sort and wasn't really fully there in the forest with them. This is also an extremely common theme throughout these almost vanished stories. They followed the sound of her shouts to a nearby river and literally had to use knives and weapons to fight their way through the brush and vegetation just to get to her. Suddenly, they heard a large splash, and when they turned to see what could have made such a sound, they saw an enormous black shape, which they took to be a bear, entering the water and seemingly trying to escape to the other side of the woods to get away from them, to flee. This animal moved very swiftly and efficiently and disappeared into the woods before they could even register what was actually going on. What were they seeing? This is when they noticed the little girl. She was standing right there, very still, atop a nearby log, and she was missing most of her clothing, including her shoes. Sound familiar? The little girl was finally rescued, and I can't even imagine the relief that washed over her parents and the hunters involved in the search who eventually found her. However, when asked what had happened to her, she claimed that the large animal the hunters had seen was what she had named, quote, Mr. Wolf, end quote, and that Mr. Wolf had been keeping her prisoner there by that log in the middle of the river on the outskirts of that rugged and impossibly rough terrain. She never would have gotten through that by herself, let alone with no scratches or anything on her. I want you guys to think about this for a minute because it's what struck me first. These grown men who were hunters in 1868 had to use weapons and knives to get through some of the area around where they found her. So, how in the world did she get through it unharmed or even at all? Moving on, she claimed that Mr. Wolf had eaten her hat, taken her shoes, and was adamant that she couldn't and never would be able to leave, despite how much she cried, pleaded, and begged to be able to go home. She was told she could leave, quote, under no circumstances, end of quote. He did, however, provide the little girl with water and berries to eat to keep her fed. It's impossible to tell, especially with so much time passed now here in 2021, what really happened here. These men were hunters and fully knew the difference between a bear and a wolf. However, they went on to state that they didn't actually know for a fact if what they had seen had been a bear, just that's what it looked the most like. And they admitted that maybe their minds were filling in some of the details just to make it make more sense. They were sure of one thing, though: it couldn't have been a wolf. It was unlike anything they had ever seen and far too large, not the right body shape. Does that make sense? So, what was this thing that this little frightened girl described as Mr. Wolf? Was it indeed a wolf? Was it a bear? Or was it something else altogether? What did it want? What were its intentions with the little girl, and why had it kept her fed? We will most likely never know the answers to any of these questions, and honestly, there's many more questions than answers in most of these cases, pretty much all of them. And I personally believe, and I'm not going to go off on a tangent, but I believe that this was possibly a fae creature who fed her enchanted berries. Not sure though, and I'll go more into that when I do the episode of Missing in the Fae 4 for my channel, which is going to be different than the one on Missing Persons and Mysteries. Anyway, ironically though, this isn't the only story like this out there. There are many tales of young children going missing in the woods and being found somewhere they should never have been able to get to by themselves, and after being found, claiming an animal had abducted them and or cared for them. It happened again in July of 1955 when a 2-year-old little girl named Ida Mae Curtis went missing under eerily similar circumstances. She was in a lumber camp in Kootenai National Forest in Montana. Ida's frantic mother had called the authorities and, in a state of complete panic and terror, told them how she had seen a bear grab up her daughter and carry her into the forest. She said the animal was, quote, cradling the little girl as it ran off and disappeared into the dense woods with her. There was a very large search and rescue effort, especially for the time, and 350 people scoured and searched every single square inch of that forest they possibly could for 2 entire days. This was when Ida was found safe, only about 300 yards from where she had originally gone missing or, quote, been carried off, end quote, in a kind of makeshift and raggedy looking shelter, sort of. She would later go on to tell anyone who would listen how she had been fed and cared for by the large bear who her mother had seen originally carrying her off. Authorities thought that the little girl had just been through some kind of ordeal, and also that the mother had to have been mistaken about seeing the bear abducting her daughter. Ida and her family, however, have always insisted that what Ida said was absolutely 100% true. Let me stop right there for a minute. Even if a giant bear came down out of the woods and snatched up a 2-year-old toddler, bears don't even cradle their own cubs, let alone they're going to cradle a human child. I think a bear would be more likely to rip the child apart very quickly. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it possible a bear actually went out of its way to feed and care for a human child? Could one or would one kidnap a human child and cradle it as though it were an infant human? These cases really creep me out. How would we ever know? And honestly, it's more like, what the hell is going on here with all of these reports of these animals kidnapping and then caring for random children right in front of their parents, too? This phenomenon makes me absolutely terrified to take my son camping or fishing or something. On August 25th, 1898, 3-year-old Alice Rachel Peck was attempting to follow her mother and wandered away from home. Her mother had been picking berries nearby, and little Alice wanted to help. Picking berries. Surprise, someone goes missing. Her mother had no idea the toddler was behind her and trying to catch up. The little girl inevitably lost sight of her mother and got lost. The massive search was launched to try and find the missing girl that would stretch out for 3 days without any trace of her ever turning up. Then, on August 28th, she was found safe and in good health about 5 miles from where she had originally vanished. When she was first found, it's reported that the little girl was, quote, in a sort of a trance, end quote, but eventually and soon after being found, she was able to remember wandering off barefoot along an abandoned road in an attempt to try and follow along with her mother to the nearby berry bushes in the woods by their house. This was a bit odd right from the start, as little Alice had been wearing shoes when she had wandered off and a bonnet as well, which was also missing when she was found. She claimed to have survived by eating some berries. When asked how she managed to overcome the series of steep drops and boulders that stood in the way of where she had gone missing and where she had been found, she gave the cryptic response, quote, "The black man helped me," end quote, who she claimed had guided her and carried her over obstacles, notably away from where she had disappeared. Who or what was this black man, and why was he or it helping Alice, as she put it anyway? Really, it seems whatever or whoever this was actually carrying her further and further away from her home and not trying to communicate with her and try to get her back to her parents' home safely, despite, at least if it were a human, which I think is highly unlikely, having to have heard and seen all of the search and rescue efforts being made to locate the young girl. This was a huge search back for that time. 1898, 350 plus people. That was unheard of. Again, we probably won't ever know the truth or receive closure with the answers to these questions. Imagine how the people involved feel about that. It must be absolutely terrifying, to say the least, and to put it mildly. Around the very same time as little Alice Rachel Peck had gone missing, it was reported in the American Ethnology Report of 1898 that another child had gone missing under strangely similar circumstances. And this story, wow. The report talks about a 10-year-old boy who was only called Walford and how he was practicing archery by a river in some dense woods near his house. He said he was distracted, though, by the thought of doing some fishing and decided to go even further into the woods to the river where he could catch some fish for his mom to cook that night for supper. He was attempting to make a fish trap out of some nearby stones when suddenly and seemingly out of nowhere, in the blink of an eye, a man emerged from the woods and approached him. This stranger told him that he looked tired and like he could use a break. He invited young Wofford to dinner at his house, being only 10 years old, and also because this mysterious stranger seemed perfectly normal and ordinary in every other way besides he had randomly showed up out of nowhere and was inviting a young boy to his home for dinner. I doubt a 10-year-old would have even put together how strange and outright all of this was. You know what I mean? So despite all this, the boy accepted his invitation. He followed this man to a nearby house and went inside. He claimed the house was well kept and brightly lit with more food than he had ever seen before and filled with music and singing and laughter. He said any fears he may have had completely went away when a family friend he had known his whole life, so a friend of his mom and dad's, had also shown up at the house and ate and danced and drank right along with everyone else. Wofford ate a huge dinner and dessert, played with the family's children who were all around his own age, and, after having what he described as a most entertaining time, ended up falling asleep for the night. So now he's sleeping at this strange man's house. Stranger danger! I guess that didn't exist back then. So obviously he was incredibly comfortable, right? In the morning, he told the family he had to be going because his family was probably frantic with worry and wondering what had happened to him. He had just went out to practice archery and possibly fish, and he's gone for the entire day. It was at this point the strange man who had hosted him the night before took him out along a path which reportedly had an orchard on one side and a cornfield on the other. The stranger took him to a junction in the path and pointed along another trail that meandered off into the wilds, explaining that it would take him towards the river, over a ridge, and straight home. The boy followed the instructions, but when he turned around to wave goodbye to the stranger, he saw that not only was he gone, but also that the cornfield and orchard that had just been there were nowhere to be seen either. Indeed, and in fact, there was no trail at all. He found himself surrounded by nothing but thick trees and wilderness all around him and had no idea where he was. Luckily, as he made his way through the underbrush, he managed to chance upon a group of people who had been out frantically searching for him, including that family friend who he had apparently seen at the stranger's house. When Wofford asked the friend where the house was and what had happened to the trail, the friend explained that he had never been to such a house and had been out searching for him, for Wofford, the entire night before. Indeed, later on and all throughout his life, he would be told by the locals and everyone he knew that there was no house at all where he claimed it to have been. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely think this one is either a Fae encounter or some kind of dimensional switch, because some kind of glitch in the matrix type thing, because he turned around to look and it was completely gone. Why would a friendly Fae person or a friendly being of any kind lead him out into the woods to get lost, though? That's the only thing. Like, it was friendly, everything was all good, you know, he had a great night, the guy was helpful and nice and again friendly, but then the kid gets lost because everywhere he told him to go was pretty much gone. Is it something like he looked back, something like a Babylon thing? I don't know, guys. I'm searching, racking my brain. I heard this story years ago, forgot all about it, and it really affected me, like, because it reminds me of an encounter that I had with the Fae, which I will tell in my personal encounters eventually. Although I wonder if Walford was approached at any point in his life after this by some other stranger asking him for help with something. Fairies almost never give out their hospitality like this unless they know the person is someone they'll need for something further on down the line. The superstitious locals, upon hearing the story, suggested that he had probably come across the shape-shifting Nunahi, meaning the people who live anywhere, which are supposedly a race of supernatural creatures from Cherokee mythology. It's hard to know just what to make of this story. What do you all think? Guys, please be sure and give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And even if you are subscribed, check that notification bell, please. Spread the love by sharing this video. Please do me a favor and check out the description box. There's going to be a few new things in there this week, along with everything I normally have. So Justice for Caleb Smith, we're hoping to have April on sometime soon, maybe in a month or two on the Sunday night show. Give her an hour or two to explain any updates, anything new going on in the case. But for now,
There we go. I wasn't going to, that's old stuff. So that's a really good one. Hey, Latra, how you doing? How you doing? Try not to be too loud. I didn't realize. Everybody finally passed out here. I'm the only one up, I think, unless Giles is up playing games or watching TV. Dress myself a little better. There we go. I hope you're good, Lutro. I hope you're having a good day, good night. Yeah, there's some good stories in that one. Do a thing, spaceships, Mike. I hope you're all good. Yeah, it's a short one, but it's a good one. Like I said, I'll try to find some more of the Fae stuff, and then when I run out of that, we'll see where we go from there. Still waiting for them to come back. My dad said he wasn't going to die. He was just going to disappear. They would come and get him. So he's still waiting. Maybe that's why he's 90. Just waiting for him to come. I hope you're good, Latra. Thank you for coming in. I don't know how long I'll run this tonight. I'm kind of tired. It's been a busy day. I'm trying to take care of a wall. But yeah, Adna, I will. I'll probably just come. If you come in Wednesday night, we'll talk Wednesday night about your picture. It's a lot easier than text. Unless you want me to email you, and then you better be prepared for a lot of reading. I may have Patricia look at it too. Been surfing YouTube. Yeah, I do that too. Well, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. I got the prong ready for you, man. That's funny. Yeah, I'm trying to get some work done. I actually got a lot done today, and then still got to play games and hang out. We had Japanese for dinner tonight, so I was lazy. I didn't have to cook. But tomorrow's going to be a different day. Finish up what I started today. See what I get accomplished. Usually Sunday's my day, but things have been so crazy with my daughter and everything and trying to get stuff done. I've been able to focus on house stuff. I was worried about everybody else. It'll start the alien human world. Edna never emails me. Oh, you broke his heart, Edna. Yeah, make sure you hit the thumbs up while you're coming and going. Yeah, make sure you check out our books. I'm not pushing a whole lot because there's just 4 of us in here. We all know each other and we're all regulars. So, like I said, I'm still trying to figure out I believe you still get views if you're not signed into YouTube, you just can't chat or anything. You're a naughty kid. Believe me, I have my moments too, Mike. I have my moments too. Don't let this fool you. A lot of stuff I had since I was young. It just comes and goes. Now it just stays. Yeah, you have to be sub to chat. Yeah, you got. Well, yeah. If you're logged in, I think you can chat to YouTube. But I know there are people and there are streams where you have to be sub to chat. Because I've been sub to people before, not sub to people, and been in the chat room talking. So I think it just depends on what the streamer prefers to do and how they set up the stream. Yeah, I think you do still get the views. You just can't leave a comment or chat. I don't know if you can leave a comment. I never tried. Squeaky ears. Squeaky ears. Yeah. There you can tell I'm tired. I'm kind of quiet tonight. That's just been go-go. It's been fun though. I mean, I got a little frustrated during the week toward yesterday. Just some things. My poor daughter, I hope she got off. Nobody ever called and told me, and I tried to call and nobody answered. So I'm hoping she got out and is on her way home. She got a beautiful weekend because it's nice here, but it is raining out there. She's liable to run into rain when she gets home. But it's beautiful here. Today was beautiful. Chilly, but beautiful. It's supposed to be the same way tomorrow. My son's actually talking about getting up and going golfing. Old 8 messed up too. I would have messed up 4, or probably kept only 2 really good ones, and the rest of them would have probably been all crap. I hate that. Just give me the rolling machine, plop it down. Done. I still got my great grandson. I've had him for 3 weeks now. He misses his dad a lot, but he's getting attached to me. He refuses to go home with him. Aww. Aww. Little guy. Aww. When did I'm right. You were in a car watching and typing. I'm gonna beat you up, boy. Someone needs a blanket, hoodie, heat, bus, and some. That's actually, it got chilly here. It was chilly. It stayed in 40s, little mid 40s. But the sun was out. It was nice to see the sun. I was getting tired of clouds. I think that was kind of getting to me because I like to be out in the sun. So that sun come out, that's one of the first things I did. I spent about an hour outside this morning when that sun came up, stayed in the sun, worked a little bit, then came in and started working on the house. No, that's why I'm late. Yeah, you're never late. Like I said, with this, you're never late. Come and go as you please. Not much I can say. Now, is there? You come in here, you better stay. Edna, you still hiding out there? Or did you say the heck with us and run away? She got quiet. Oh no, Edna, please come back. This weather is killing me just like spring, even my flowers. Yeah, mine started popping up too. Yeah, I figured you were still here. I was just playing. You might have to find something to cover them, or go get some extra mulch, put some mulch on top of them to help keep them decent. My hometown near is Cleveland, overcast, maybe 50% lack effect. Yeah. Now here it's been off and on all day. I'm in Columbus, Latro, and it's been off and on all day. but mostly sun. I mean, we had some cloudy moments, but it was basically sun. Cincinnati's on. They get a little mix of, because they're right. I call it the southern border there. Once you get around the Ohio River, to me, that's when you're really going south. Spent my time in Cincy too. I used to live in Coleraine for a while. I had a Bonanza, and well, I didn't have, but I worked for a Bonanza in Harrisburg. It's Harrison, Ohio, right out there on the border. We kind of get to mix. So you ran away. She ran away. Mike was flirting. No, she's just going to turn you in a nub if you get too close. Oh, you have a degree from CU? CU? You know Chris Jarvis, he lives in Cincinnati. I got family in Lorain, Ohio. Yeah. Lorain's a cool place. Know where it's at? State. I love Ohio. Everybody craps on Ohio because it's a small cow town. They say we're almost as bad as Florida, man, but yeah, we have some wackos, but who isn't? Yeah, well, all of this, I would say from Indiana, Illinois, east, we have some. I mean, we're not as like the being up in the Rockies or the Appalachians, but there is some beautiful countryside. To me, the middle of the country is kind of blah. I always hated driving through Kansas because it's so flat. There's nothing. And when we drive out, I'd crack jokes with the ex saying, "Are we gonna pass Dorothy's house yet?" Just emptiness. I should say emptiness, but it's pretty flat, pretty boring. And then you start seeing the Rockies there. I know Illinois sucks, but there's some beautiful land down south there. Indiana has its moments, yeah. I got a degree from Hard Knocks, so did I. I tried to go to college. I lasted a month. And then my old job goes, "Come back. We're training you. You don't need a college education." That's when I was screen printing. I loved that job. When I got into R&D, I was a happy camper. I was so sad when the doctors made me quit. And then I tried to go back to work doing more screen printing for a Jersey company. Doctor's like, "Dude, you're not going to make it." I miss it so bad. I miss the restaurant business because I was with them forever. And I'm so far. I'm north of Illinois. I might as well be in Wisconsin. My brother lived in Minnesota. He hated it. And then he moves to Tennessee. And then it got dumped on pretty good with some good snow. I was laughing at him because you got away from snow and it followed you. Just shut up. But he cheated. He had electric driveway. He just flipped the switch and it melted the driveway. Like you really had to work for that, huh? I would tell people, if you don't want to go to, unless you're going to be a lawyer or a doctor or something like that, don't go to college. Go to a trade school, and you can guarantee almost a job after you get out. You'll be making better money than some of the people that went to college for 4 years. Yeah, it was nice. But it babied him. It did baby him. You know, nothing like, "Oh, I got to leave, but let me flip on the switch here and melt the driveway down while I drink my coffee and eat my breakfast before I leave for work." Cheater, cheater. Go and earn it, man. Like I had to. But I'll tell you what, he said, but when it snowed hard, he had to get out there and shovel But it was great for like less than 2 inches. But we all know Minnesota, when they got dumped, Wisconsin, Minnesota, all Michigan, when you get dumped on, you get dumped on. Yeah, my husband would love that. Yeah. Well, my brother's wife makes pretty. She works for an oil company, so she makes big bank. I mean, they literally offered her mega money to leave another oil company to come work for them. And then she tried to retire and they begged her to come back. So, but she makes buku ass, so they probably could afford it. My brother, I have 3 brothers. You're a little rough on your brother, aren't you? Well, no, they're all good guys. My little brother, we don't know where he's at. He was our black sheep. But no, we all pick on him. We're 4 brothers. That's what we do, pick on each other. I love him dearly. I even love my little brother wherever he's at. I hope he finds his way. But yeah, we pick on. Oh, he probably say even worse things about me. So I can't, I pick on him because he's got it pretty good. But, it's the way it is. He picked a good woman and got a good life. That's what counts. But yeah, we pick on him. We pick on each other all the time. I have 2 older brothers and a younger brother. The older brother has no kids. I know. Yeah, I know you were teasing. My older brother has no kids. My second oldest brother has 1 boy and then married a woman with 2 kids. My little brother is divorced, but he has 3 kids down in Florida. And I have 3 kids and 6 grandkids. I have a little sister like that. I hope she's okay. Yeah, and it sucks, Edna. I yell at myself. So I should have been a better brother's keeper. But sometimes you just can't get through to people. Now, how hard you try. And last time he was here, it was not good. Me and him got a big fight. Almost went to jail. Had to pay a $200 fine. It's not good. So, but I hope he's okay. I hope he's finding his way. And I was like a step grandpa at 33. Yeah, I'm the same way, Edna. I did all I could do. It's just that the last time I saw him, it was not good, and it was heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking for me. 8 like the 8 kids. Mike, what are you doing getting around like that, boy? 6, you have 6 siblings and you barely talk to any of them? Oh, Mike. Someday you're going to find out you guys may need each other, and then you never know. But it's not my place to judge. We were fairly all. Well, I mean, we're 4 boys. So the one thing nice about boys is they fight and they get it over. But when me and my little brother pumped out girls, my dad was like, finally, women in the family. Pops was, joyous to see little girls running around. He's like, I'm done with boys. I know they weren't your kids, Mike. I have 4 brothers only. Only my oldest brother had 1 daughter. I had to pull the weight with the 4 kids. Yeah, both phones do work both ways. That's true. That's true. I don't know the situation, none of my business. So I'll just agree with you, Mike. Because they do go both ways, and I've been there. There you go. See, they're worried. You're going to get a free meal out of it. That's awesome. And you need to be babied once in a while, Edna. How's your husband doing out through all this, honestly. Is he hanging in there tight? I hope he's doing good, because men hide it well. Most men do. I know, watching my dad and my mom. My dad took care of her last 10 years of her life. Last 5 of them, really. Where she was doing just about everything for her. Which actually goes to, I might need your advance advice on something. You all probably yell at me, but that's probably needed. Boy, don't make me come in there and smack you with a chair. Anybody panics? See, that's my axe. When I was right before our marriage and I started having problems, and it didn't help with her family, telling her that I was faking it and being a fakey fake, but when they realized that, well, anyways, when something happened, she'd do good, but when something happened, she would panic too. I just don't. It takes a lot for me to panic. It'd have to be super, 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 super. I mean, it'd be like me watching my plane lose both wings before I'd probably panic, and even that, I'd probably go, screw it. But that's good. I'm glad he's been honest. I mean, he's going to have those moments. I hid things too well, kind of messed me up. Yeah, well, sometimes hiding things, well, that's a toughie, Mike. Depends on what you're hiding. Because eventually it's going to have to come out in order for itself to be clean, for you to clean yourself of it or whatever. So, cheers. Hey, it happens, dude. I make mistakes every day, and I've made some bad ones in my past. So don't feel it, man. It's no time to panic when the things are happening. Panic later. Yeah, see, that was always my voice. And the thing is, Edna, I didn't even panic later. A lot of times I just kept my cool. But hey, some guys like that, they, the hearts will rock, and then when that crap really does hit the fan, they kind of lose the crap for a little bit. Just be patient with him. I mean, you're his woman. He just, to me, that sounds like a lot of over caring. We're gonna. No, actually, if you could find a picture of Eris, he was the one that really started that. Eris was the one that started that. Me either, but sometimes I break out in hives 3 days later. Because I don't have that problem. I may have to go bang my head against the wall for a little bit. Wake up, you dumb. You just went through some crazy stuff. Why don't you go back? I'm just not like that. I mean, I guess after the drinking driving accident, not too many people, well, people know about now that I was in the car. After seeing that, once you see that kind of mess, it's like somebody coming home from war. Once you see that stuff, it changes. That just did me different. I don't have PSD, whatever it is, but I felt I'm a lot more calmer about stuff now. I don't panic. It's not like my mom. She was one that you could tell she was worried, but she kept her cool, and then she'd be covered either in hives or sick. Yeah, it would be funny. But yeah, Eris is the one that started the chair thing. Actually, it wasn't it Eris and Mike J. Speaking of the two, if you guys are around, hello. Miss you guys. But these guys are, I know there's a lot of things going on. A lot of people are beefing up their streaming and stuff like that. So I don't even know who's out there streaming right now, if anybody. I'll make a I'll make it my profile picture. That's funny. Yeah, Wednesday night I have some things I want to discuss. I'm going to write it down. We're going to talk Wednesday night, at least for the first hour. This world's going to get crazy. And the veil is lifting a lot more than people realize. Yeah, I'm starting to pick up seeing stuff again, too. It's starting like it was not too long ago. I'm starting to see some crazy stuff falling on people. That would be worth making. I can see Mike putting it as a profile. That's funny. Oh no, yeah. I stayed pretty much close to home today. I was out yesterday, saw a few things. Friday was not. Today was stay home. Don't think I even left today. Been here all day. Went out and did a little running yesterday, and I did not like some of the things I was seeing. Yes, I did get the picture. I'm going to show Patricia, too, if that's all right with you, before I tell you anything. And we'll probably discuss that if you want to Wednesday night. That's what I was planning on talking about, too, Wednesday night with you, if you're there. If you're there. If you can't make it, let me know, and then I'll send you an email. Because I'd rather you rest. Yes, it is weird, but I just kind of glanced at it. But I'm going to look at it, and then I'm going to have Patricia look at it. See if we can really pick up anything off of it. But yeah, it looks like some bruises I get sometimes. Except mine look more burny. I was on SOR chat last night, and Dave wanted questions in caps. I said in chat, those are some mighty big woods. I like Dave, but there's a couple of these guys out there that are just like anybody. You're one thing in the eyes of the public and something totally different behind the scenes. Unfortunately, you see what you get here is what you're going to get in real life, to be quite honest. I'm a little more reserved in real life, though. I didn't get no pic of you yet. Oh, you didn't? I'll have to make sure I thought I sent it to you. Oh, that's on me, Cindy. I'll get you a picture. She gave me one I could probably send you. That one's on me. 2 weeks after that, I had the heart attack. That's what you said. I'll have to check the date. I thought you said you got those after you did the cleansing. About the second cleansing on the house. Look at myself again. Well, you sent me one, and that looks really good. I'll send her that. I'm usually worse in public. Actually, I'm not bad in public. I can get like a kid sometime now. I'll pull back the. Don't send that. Look up. No, you actually look really good in that picture. And but I won't send it. If you don't want me sending her that one, I won't send it. That's a woman's prerogative. I don't want to mess with a woman's prerogative. Oh, that's right. Yes. And then a couple of weeks later, yeah. Okay. That'll be the day. That's funny. My ears are ringing again. Plus, the sun's getting active again, too. I noticed that 1 week when it was really super active, both ears were just going nuts. But it's just my right ears. Trying to tell me something. I hope somebody's okay. But what time we got here? 1:35. I am going to call it at 2. I need to get some rest and get a busy day tomorrow. I would usually have Sundays my day, but I need to get some stuff done. But to go over the game plan, Monday, 11 o'clock video. In fact, let's do that now while I'm thinking about it. Okay. Let me get these up here real quick so you can see what the okie dokies. Don't do that. Real quick. Do that. Okay. There we go. Don't do that. It's not worth it. Okay. This is the 11 o'clock video for Monday. Right here. Let me get it up here. This is her 11 o'clock premiere video for Monday. That will be her 11 o'clock. And then, let me unchair real quick. So you have to see me scroll back. And then our members only, which I believe you can watch now. I don't know if she did that by accident, but I had actually started. Oh, go back. So I really can't show the picture because the video comes on. But her members is at noon. So this is her 11 o'clock. I can't show the because every time I try to click on just to show you the picture, it starts the video. So I don't know if she accidentally did that, but it's premiering. It should premiere. If it's not, I don't. She may have boo-booed. I don't know. Yeah, mine get real loud, especially if I'm. There's 3 people this thing rings for. 1 I can't really talk about. 2 is my daughter and my dad. Okay. There we go. But that's our Monday video at 11. Then Tuesday talk. If Vixen didn't show up because I'd said something to Gemma Friday night, but she was so focused, I don't think she understood that I was going to have Vixen on with us Tuesday. So I need to get hold of email Vixen and make sure she can be there. So Vixen will be on us with us, I hope, Tuesday for Tuesday talk. If not, we'll still have a good time. Always a good time with Gemma anyways. And then Wednesday, me, 10 to midnight. Pixie, I believe, is on Thursday this week at 8. Then I do not think we're having oracles this weekend because she will be at her mom's and her mom won't be there. She will be packing and with little man, so she won't be able to take a, have somebody to watch him while she gets it done. So I'm going to lay down and plug my phone in. Yeah, I'm going to probably call it a night here sooner than I thought. I want everybody. Edna needs to rest. I think everybody. I need to go and try to do a couple things to help me try to unwind so I can try to cuddle up tonight. I cuddled up pretty good last night, but I didn't go to bed till late. But I slept from like 6 to 8. And then just laid around for a little bit. And I've been go. Actually, I went to sleep. It was about 5:36. About 5:36. I was up about 8:30. But I really didn't sleep. I just kind of laid there and tried to keep from walking in my bed. And I've been go ever since. So other than the short time I got to play games with little man, while they waited there for their food. So yeah. I want everybody to have a good weekend. Please, I hope to see you all Monday for this. And please have a wonderful Sunday. Thanks for joining me. Nightmare, how you doing? I'm glad you're well. Because you've got to be well if you're stopping here. But yeah, kind of a short night tonight. But we'll make up for it Wednesday night. We always do seem to make Wednesday night the long nights. And I hope to see everybody Monday for the video. And for both of them, if the other one is a premiere. Tuesday talk at 1. And Wednesday night and with Miss Pixie. And like I said, I don't think she's going to be streaming next weekend, which really bums us both out because I know she loves it doing it so much. And that'll be the only third time that she missed. So, and it breaks her heart. But unless something happens, I don't think she'll be streaming next weekend. But I will try to stream, if not one of those nights, both those nights to kind of make up for it. We'll see how things go. Much love to you guys all. Once again, thank you so much for coming in. Yeah, I figured make it an easy night tonight. Let everybody get some rest. Tomorrow's supposed to be a beautiful day. Here in Ohio and around this area in Ohio, and I know the states around me. So try to get out and enjoy yourselves. Enjoy the day. Have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. And see what else. That should do it. So see you guys on the flip side. Please take care of each other and yourselves. Have a wonderful Sunday, and I'll see you guys soon.